NBC, garbage, junk. Good things do happen. And I love good, feel-good stories, real stories that just cut to the heart of things and help people. And such is the case that happened, of all places, at a Wal-Mart. It's a lady that was struggling with 5 kids, and her husband's paycheck, according to Sharik, was $100, I guess, or so, that they had to spend for food for 5, a family of 5. She went up and she was trying to find her money, and there was a lady at the cashier that normally doesn't speak to too many because they're just trying to bag and get people out because the lines are so long at a lot of these Walmarts. But she was with her husband, and this dear lady said that she heard a voice from God tell her to give $100 towards the customer's groceries. And the story's gone viral. According to WLTX, she said Jordan and her husband had 2 shopping carts full of groceries along with crying 1-year-old baby. In a Facebook post Saturday, Jordan described that night's Walmart run as another dreaded shopping trip. Can you relate? Trying to buy groceries for a family of 5. We literally dread going to Walmart and buying groceries, period, because my husband's whole check goes to food. She wrote, adding, I will say that I am not a fan of shopping at Walmart because of how rude some people can be. Can you relate? I've had better experiences at Target. We call it Target at our house. But the lady went ahead and paid the grocery, gave her $100, and they were just amazed. Again, friends for life with the cashier and smiling faces. She couldn't believe it. Thought she was going to give her a coupon, and braced her husband. Tears of joy. I have done some things in my life that I have blessed others. I haven't told people about. But if you can bless somebody in a line or something, if God tells you to do something, you better do it. That's all I got to tell you. But it's a beautiful thing, and especially when you can help a family that is struggling, needs some help. What a beautiful offering. And that's what we need to be about. Helping one another get through this thing called life. We're all living it. And that has nothing to do with politics. It's actually about being human. Welcome to the human race. Do good if you can and everywhere. And there is that little thing called karma. It will come back around. Do good.
We'll help you survive this thing called life. We're for the people. For the people. For the people. For the people is there.
For the People is on the air for you. Each day we strive to tell it to you straight, not watered down, so you can know what's going on each day. Our show is different from many of the others on air. We're not afraid of the PC police, and we explain our position, at the same time understanding the left's position and what we can do to further a conservative agenda for America. For the People is listener-supported and relies on listeners like you to help us get the word out. So, if you like what we do and want to help For the People, sign up today at our website at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Your support allows us to report the news fearlessly and guarantees our survival on the air. As a thank you, we'll send you our monthly newsletter with commentary and money-saving tips. Can we count on your support? Thank you for helping America. To become a For the People member, log on to forthepeopleshow.com. Now, For the People has a special opportunity for you. If you own a business and want to gain a national audience that is loyal and will do business with you, imagine being able to get your product and or service into the hands of tens of thousands of people each week. Sponsorship opportunities are now available at rates you can afford. Finally, the show you love with your business supporting what we do in partnership. Start running your commercials today. To contact us, go to forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to For the People. Sean Hannity, if you ever watched Hannity on television, he does a radio show too. But he agrees with Donald Trump that the media is the enemy of the American people. And I'd have to concur. Everything you see, everything that you hear these days has this leftist spin on it. Just like the numbers that never, that we're going to see any wins in hardly any states, the little deplorables in our country, the little people of our country, they're never going to be able to bring Donald Trump in there because there's enough of us that are going to be able to put a stop to the insanity. Well, Donald Trump is president, and the insanity is coming from the left. That's the insanity of the whole thing. I heard one guy say, listen, if your horse is dead, dismount. Get off the dead horse. They're trying to beat a dead horse, the issue of Donald Trump. But instead of supporting the president, they have to discredit the president. They have to land-base him. They have to make up things. They have to race bait. This is more of the left of when Obama was in to aggravate and agitate the inner cities, to make it as provocative as possible, to outrage these folks. So they sit there or they stand there and they picket and they repeat things and chant things and get out on the streets, and they have nothing better to do than sit there and try to disparage this president who has only been president for a month. I mean, forget about giving the benefit of the doubt. A month. And there was more deportations, trust me, during Obama's administration, but they're not going to mention that fact that's got people outraged saying that he's deporting all these other people. There was mass deportations during the Obama administration. And these things were already on the books that he implemented, finding out that it was wrong, that he said we needed to crack down on illegal immigration. Illegal. But Trump has said all along, if you don't have borders, you don't have a country. And there's a lot of legals over here saying that very thing. And they understand this because it's hurt their businesses. It's hurt their livelihood. It's hurt their neighborhoods. And they know, without a doubt, it's hurt their country. There's people in the know, and we know that you guys, you gals that listen to the broadcast totally understand it, because you seek out alternative media such as For the People and other shows like it to be able to educate yourself and hopefully educate your family and some around you that will actually receive it. Receive the message, because a lot of people, they've checked out. They're not going to listen to reason. They don't want to hear it. They've already made up their minds. They've made their decision, and that's it. So at least you know. And that's a beautiful thing. By the way, we could use your support. Become a member of For the People today if you haven't already. Our website is forthepeopleshow.com. You can listen to us on demand. And please thank the local radio station that carries the show. For the People will continue. For the People has a special opportunity for you. If you own a business and want to gain a national audience that is loyal and will do business with you, imagine being able to get your product and or service into the hands of tens of thousands of people each week. Sponsorship opportunities are now available at rates you can afford. Finally, the show you love with your business supporting what we do in partnership. Start running your commercials today. To contact us, go to forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. For the People is on the air for you. Each day we strive to tell it to you straight, not watered down, so you can know what's going on each day. Our show is different from many of the others on air. We're not afraid of the PC police, and we explain our position, at the same time understanding the left's position and what we can do to further a conservative agenda for America. For the People is listener supported and relies on listeners like you to help us get the word out. So, if you like what we do and want to help For the People, sign up today at our website at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Your support allows us to report the news fearlessly and guarantees our survival on the air. As a thank you, we'll send you our monthly newsletter with commentary and money-saving tips. Can we count on your support? Thank you for helping America. To become a For the People member, log on to forthepeopleshow.com now. And you're listening to For the People, coast to coast and worldwide via the web, and multiple locations can you find For the People besides forthepeopleshow.com, radio stations nationwide, on YouTube, also on Facebook, and on Sonos systems, and soon on iHeartRadio. And by the way, you'd have to like me. I know, but if you don't like me on Spreaker, when you go to forthepeopleshow.com, and if you listen to our on-demand podcast, you have to go on to Spreaker by just clicking on the date of the broadcast on the player and like me, because I have to have a certain amount of listeners there. We know we have thousands upon thousands that listen to us on our website, but that doesn't count on Spreaker. You have to like. You have to personally click like on Spreaker. And if you could do that today, I would really appreciate that. We're going to keep on hammering that home, but we have to have a certain amount of people to justify to iHeartRadio why people should listen to us or can listen to us to drive that platform. But it is a big platform, and the more places we can be to find us, that'd be great. Hannity goes on, and he goes, the absurdity bias press, they have now declared war on President Trump. And by the way, in turn, you, the American people who put him in office, Hannity says, after showing a video montage of media members expressing disdain at President Donald Trump's declaration that the media was an enemy of the American people. He's very, very good. I really love Sean and his honesty, courageous, bold, and unafraid. And it's really, it's unbelievable how honesty really can be on Fox, and thank God he's got the platform to be able to do it, because a lot of radio stations, quite frankly, will not run this type of message, won't run this particular type of show. It's not popular anymore for a lot of markets because it's controversial. It can't do it. You got to be it neutral. So when you tell the truth and it offends people, they get upset and bent out of shape. This is a new one, and I knew that there was romper rooms, padded cells and things like that for people that were coming unglued knowing that Donald Trump was president, like Mayor de Blasio and several other mayors in several of our U.S. cities have made it available where people can bounce off walls and go to safe rooms and things like that because, they're just combustible. You're getting into traffic accidents, going to run over people. They're just very, very upset. But now they have this stress disorder, and the way that they liken it, because of the loss, the stunning defeat with Donald Trump being the president, they have something close to PTSD. I'm not even kidding. And how offensive for those soldiers, for people that suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder. It's very traumatic. And now to liken it to what a soldier feels like when he comes back from theater, that they feel the same way. They're that stunned. They're that shocked and all because of it. I mean, give me a break. How weak. How unbelievable. Look, my football team may not have won. My hockey team, the Lightning, may have lost. But, oh, my God, I'm not going to check myself into a psychiatric hospital. And to me, if that shook your marbles up, you may not have had a whole lot of them. You can't be too stable. Maybe that explains. Seriously, maybe that explains why some people, seriously, or how about a lot of people in our country subscribe to a lot of these notions. I mean, it boggles my mind. But the sentiment of the American people, a large amount of the people that voted for Donald Trump, they understand that, and they can read through the headlines. They can see the discrepancies, And if you read enough of the nation's papers and you scour the wires, you can put the story together and you can find sources like the Associated Press that really don't have a spin. It's